Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol SUPQ. SOUPQ, we will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think that's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price. And it just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did this analysis a couple days ago, but definitely want to get things updated here as the bears took a pretty big chunk out of it. However, the bulls still have an opportunity here. They're sitting on thin ice, but to give credit where credit's due from a long-term, big picture perspective, the bulls are still hanging on. And what do I mean by all that? Well, let me scrunch up a chart here. And all that comment that I made about, big picture and the bulls hanging on revolves around the pink line right there, which is the very famous 200 period simple moving average. Even if you just have a very basic, a very surface deep understanding of charts, I'm sure you've heard of the 200 period, and you know that when the price is above it, assuming you're bullish, of course, you want to see the price stay above it because this is a long-term trend indicator. And focusing back in on today's price action, you can see during this final portion of the day, the price went down there. And it did indeed hold, it being the price held up above that pink line. And that's definitely what you want to see happen going forward. In the event the price breaks below that pink line, or worse yet, if the price starts to separate to the downside, that would just be a signal that the bears are now in full control of the chart. The bears have definitely gained some control because they've broken down below that purple line there and continue to push downwards. But you can't sit here and say that the bulls own the entire chart, because you got to be fair to the bulls, and you got to, as far as charts are concerned at least, and as far as the chart is concerned, the price is still up above that pink line. But like I said, it's on thin ice because there's not much wiggle room, and any sort of really, continued downwards price movement is not only going to put the price below that pink line, but it's also going to, create the price to, be separating to the downside. And like I already said, that is just a full-blown sign that the bears are in control. On top of this, you also have this green line here that I've drawn before. And this is denoting a very important level of support, which you can see from back here on the chart. Many times the bears have tried to press down below there before, and each and every time the price is held strong. So, it's kind of like the stars aligning in terms of a double whammy of support. You have a penny support right there, and then you have the 200 period simple moving average. And, that would just, add that much more effect to if the price does break down below there. But if the bears are going to do that, they're going to really need to bring their A game, because as history has shown, this seems to be a pretty solid area of support. But, there's only one way to find out, and that's just to see how this one closes out the week tomorrow. So, very important day. We'll see if the bulls can start to level out the price, or if the bears are going to take another big bite out of it. We shall see. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now, and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.